run. Before we do, Ken Miller, can you give us an idea where we stand team-wise?
We haven't heard exactly the results of the 220, but McDuffie was the winner, and that would have given Gary West a total now of 30 points to take the lead for this so far. Gary Roosevelt has 24, but they are finished. They have no relay in the last event, no mile relay. Gary West has 19 and a half. Fort Wayne Southside has 18, Lawrence Central 17, so it's really beginning to bunch up coming down to the last event, the pole vault, the high jump, and the mile relay.
Ken Miller, Ron Bernasco of Fort Wayne Snyder is going to try 16-2 on the pole vault. He went 15-7 this year.
Yes, he just cleared 15-6 or 7 on that attempt, and he has been declared the winner. He's the only one left in it, trying for a new record.
This is the 2-mile run. We have the defending state champion in it, number 37, Brad Rowe of Crown Point. Jerry?
The record was set by Rudy Chapa of Hammond in 1975, 8 minutes, 58 and 5/10 seconds. Best effort this year, Brad Rowe of Crown Point, a 9:08.7. And he, as Hilliard just mentioned, is running in the 3rd position out of Crown Point.
Well, we've had another break and a false start here. Of course, this is the 2-mile, and it goes 8 laps around this track.
Here are the official finals end of the 880-yard run. First place belonged to Mike Rawlings up at Crown Point. We'll check the rest of those for you momentarily. But first off, a pause. One of your network hosts is Farm Bureau Insurance.
Indianapolis ended the first lap of the grueling 2-mile run, and the defending champion, Brad Rowe, from Crown Point is the leader, and right on his right shoulder is Greg Orman of Fort Wayne Dwenger High School. They're running 1-2 at this stage.
They went by the quarter, Hilliard, in a 64-second pace, which is a 9:05 pace on the 2-mile, which is very good.
We've had the completion of the high jumping activity. John Wilson has the top 3 finishers for us.
Okay, Jerry. First of all, we'll talk to our 3rd-place finisher today, Ron Lee from Jeffersonville. Ron, you're a freshman. What prediction do you have for next year? You went 6'10" today. How high are you going to go next year?
Well, next year I would like to at least clear 7 foot, as a goal.
Okay, do you think that possibly you could hit maybe 7'4", 7'5" by the time you're a senior?
Oh, at least. That's the rate I'm going now, at least.
Ron, thank you. Let's talk next to Brent Boldemeyer from Fort Wayne Concordia. Brent, you got the bridesmaid position today, 2nd place. What are your plans for next year in terms of college?
I think I'm planning on going to Valparaiso University there.
Okay, good job today. One of those things where this man standing next to you here beat you. Greg, congratulations. 7 feet. What are your plans for next year? Do you know yet?
Yeah, I'm going to Oklahoma, basketball and track.
Okay, scholarship in both sports at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, good job today. Thank you, gentlemen, for speaking with us.
Thank you, John. Back upstairs, we're keeping an eye on the pole vaulting area for you, whereas a few moments ago, Jerry Burrs reported that Ron Bernasco of Fort Wayne Snyder, who has already won the pole vaulting event, is going to try for a state record. They have raised the bar, or are in the process of so doing, to 16-2. And what you're watching on your screens right now is the 2-mile run. We're on lap 3, I believe.
Well, we have Greg Orman of Fort Wayne Dwenger out in front, and we've just had a switch into 2nd place. And Brad Rowe, the defending champion, is running 3rd. Steve Mays, Muncie North Side, is now running 2nd. Mike Haig running 4th at the moment. And the leader is Greg Orman.
Their time for the half was 2:14. They're now coming up at the end of the 3rd lap, which is 3/4 mark. We have a time of 3:22 for Greg Orman.
And it's Steve Maves running 2nd, Orman running 1st, and Brad Rowe, the defending champion, running 3rd.
While they're out there running, Hilliard, here are the final figures in the 880-yard run. First place, Mike Rawlings at Crown Point, 1:51.1. That's not, it's only 2/10 of a second off the state record. 2nd place belonged to Nicky Edwards of Indianapolis Tech. 3rd place to John Bracco of Highland. 4th place, William Kane of Andrian. 5th place, Mike McMurray of Northwood, and finishing 6th in the 880-yard run, Kendon Hawkins of Highland Anderson. Again, your winner, Mike Rawlings of Crown Point, the 880-yard run final.
And Brad Rowe of Crown Point has just gone into the lead. And we noticed that Fort Wayne Dwenger's Greg Orman has dropped back to 3rd place now, but he's putting on another challenge. He's moved back into 2nd place, and he's challenging the leader, Brad Rowe.
Mike Haig of Penn right now is running 3rd, and Steve Maves of Muncie North is running 4th.
It is still Brad Rowe, Greg Orman, Bob Smart of Portage at the moment is running 5th. I've lost track of the laps, Ken. I think
that was
this
the
is
mile mark, and it was about a 4:34 on the mile time. 4:34.
Starting the 5th lap.
Right. Still Brad Rowe, Greg Orman, Mike Haig.
It's kind of 3 little different races now. There are 5 guys in one pack, and then there's 1 or 2 runners, and there are 4 or 5 in another pack.
Keeping contact with the leaders is crucial in this race because it will begin to separate, and then you will have your 5 and 6 people that are running for those 5 and 6 places, and that's what we have now with coming up in 6th is the Kokomo winner, Dave Morrill from Culver Military.
Ken, I can only assume that perhaps second only or equal to the mile run, this event probably has more strategy involved than any other event you and Hilliard and I have watched so far today.
The distance races do have the strategy, right, and this is one of them. You have to keep that contact.
Jerry Birds would like a moment of our time, and I believe they're getting ready to go for a state record. Jerry, have you got it?
Yes. Ron Vernasco missed on his first attempt at 16 feet 1 1/2 inch. The record is 16-1, so this will be his second try at the state record. Here he comes. And he hit it on the way up. Ron Vernasco, who has cleared 15.6. His best in his career was 15.7. He'll have one more attempt at 16-1 1/2. While we have it here quickly, Vernasco is the winner, as we mentioned. William Burkholder of Northwood was second. Andy Barnes of South Knox third. A tie for fourth between Derek Winter of Tri-Central and James Johnston at Hobart. In just a moment, Ron Vernasco will be going for his third and final attempt at the state record in the pole vault.
Jerry, Ron is officially credited with what as a winning height?
They measured his winning height at 15 feet 6 inches. 15.6.
Thank you. 2-mile run continues here at the North Central Field. Finals of the 1978, the 75th annual State Boys Track and Field Meet. Excellent crowd on hand. Things have gone off extremely smoothly, and now we come across the start-finish line again, Hilliard.
Well, it's still Brad Rowe of Crown Point with Greg Orman of Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger, but now making his move from Culver Military is Dave Morrill, and Morrill has gone into the lead by about 5 or 6 yards. Brad Rowe running second.
Mike Haig of Penn now has moved into third, and Bob Smart of Portage and Maves of Muncie North is now sixth and kind of dropping back from that contact.
We're on lap 6. We're on lap 7. Dave Morrill, this is not too much of a surprise at this moment. He's a very respected 2-miler.
He did a nice job as far as cross country. He ran a 9:19 last week, winning the Kokomo Regional, and Brad Rowe has now gone back to try and get behind him.
Well, I think Brad is closing the gap rapidly here, and he may be ready to move around. The leader at this moment, Dave Morrill of Culver Military. There is Brad Rowe moving to the outside, and he has taken him on the turn.
He was cross-country champion, Hilliard, and that's a distance of 2.5 miles. He won our state cross-country this fall.
Morrill's best time this year was 9:19.4, Hilliard, and Rowe's best was 9:19.2, so they're extremely close together.
Well, Morrill,
actually, they're reasonable time.
Excuse me, Morrill isn't through yet. He's still after him.
And shaping up to that 2-man race right now.
And we're on the gun lap, the final lap. Vernasco has just had another miss in the pole vault. Brad Rowe is the leader of the 2-mile with 3/4 of a lap to go. Dave Morrill of Culver Military is running second. Mike Haig of Penn is running third. Greg Orman of Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger running fourth. Bob Smart of Portage running fifth. And it is Brad Rowe pouring it on now with a half a lap to go. He's stretching it out. He's looking good, Ken.
Yes, he is. He's a real strong individual, real husky, strong legs, and looks like with the 110 to go, he's going to be able to carry it all the way.
Brad Rowe, ROWA Crown Point is 50 yards away from winning the 2-mile.
9:03, 9:05, and 9:07. Mike Haig is Penn and Dave Morrill close for second. I think Mike Haig might have had it.
I think he did. I think he passed him.
He may have caught him at the wire, but it is going to be Brad Rowe, the winner of the 2-mile run. We pause. One of your network.